Michael Corinthos and Jacinda Bracken are moving rapidly toward marriage after a series of intense family conflicts at the Quartermain estate. However, a shocking discovery in the gatehouse changes the entire trajectory of their relationship. While searching through Jacinda's belongings, Michael uncovers a prosthetic silicone mask and a collection of hidden personal items that belong to Nelle Benson. The evidence makes it undeniably clear that Jacinda Bracken does not exist, and Nelle Benson has been alive and wearing a disguise this entire time. And that is the objective truth of what is happening on our screens right now. But the reality of it is so much darker, so much more twisted. Because Michael has been falling in love, deeply in love. He stood up to his entire family for this woman. He fought Olivia Quartermain. He fought Tracy Quartermain. He defended Jacinda's past. He defended her history as a sex worker. He looked his family in the eye and told them that Jacinda was a good person, that she was a survivor. He wanted to marry her. He was ready to put a ring on her finger, make her a permanent part of the Quartermain family, make her a stepmother to Wiley. But he was wrong. He was so completely, devastatingly wrong. Because Jacinda Bracken does not exist. She is a ghost, a fabrication, a character created by the most dangerous woman Michael has ever known. Nelle Benson is alive, and she has been sleeping in his bed. So, let us talk about how we got here. The gatehouse incident? Olivia walked in on them? Michael and Jacinda? Naked? In the Quartermain gatehouse. It caused a massive uproar. Olivia called a family meeting, a morality witch trial. She brought up Jacinda's past. She worried about Leo. She worried about Wiley. Wiley even asked a social worker what a hooker was because he overheard the fighting. It was a disaster. But Michael stood firm. He smoothed it over. He protected Jacinda. He thought he was being the hero, the good guy saving the misunderstood woman with a tough past. But he was just playing right into Nelle's hands. Nelle knew exactly what she was doing. She created the Jacinda persona specifically to trigger Michael's savior complex, and it worked perfectly, and she played the part flawlessly. Jacinda was tough, but vulnerable. She kept things light. She kept things moving. She met high-end clients at the Metro Court. She learned how to read a room, how to figure out what people wanted before they even said it. That is what she told Christina Corinthos Davis. She said she had expensive luggage instead of baggage. It sounded like a joke, a clever little quip from a woman who had seen the dark side of life and survived, but it was a massive tell. It was Nelle bragging about how well she had packaged her past, how well she had hidden her true identity. She was mocking them, right to their faces, laughing at how easy it was to fool the great Corinthos and Quartermain families. But the truth always comes out, especially in Port Charles, and it happens in the most jarring way possible. Michael is in the gatehouse, just doing something normal, looking for a shirt, looking for a charger, opening a drawer or a bag that he was never supposed to open, and he finds it, the mask. A literal, physical mask, made of high-grade silicone or latex. The face of Jacinda Bracken, just sitting there, empty, lifeless, staring back at him with hollow eye holes. It is the stuff of absolute nightmares, a horror movie playing out in the Quartermain estate, just a face in a box, the face he has been kissing. But that is not all. He digs deeper. He finds the box, the hidden stash, the things she could not bear to throw away, the belongings of Nelle Benson. Maybe it is the half-heart necklace. Maybe it is a letter from her father. Maybe it is a specific rattle or a piece of baby clothing from when Wiley was born. Items that scream Nelle. Items that prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the woman who fell off that cliff in the woods is not dead. She never died. She just changed her face. She changed her name. But she kept her twisted, obsessive goals exactly the same. So the realization hits him. It hits him like a physical blow. He cannot breathe. The room starts spinning. Nelle is alive. Nelle is Jacinda, the woman he has been kissing, the woman he has been holding, the woman he has been defending to his mother Carly, to his father Sonny, to everyone. It was Nelle the whole time, hiding behind a rubber face, altering her voice, altering her walk, playing the role of a lifetime. And Michael fell for it. He fell for it completely. The betrayal is so deep it is almost impossible to comprehend, and the psychological damage of this is going to be permanent. Michael has been violated in the worst possible way. He let the woman who tortured his family back into his home. He let her near his son, Wiley, Nelle's biological son. The son she swapped with Brad Cooper and Lucas Jones. The son she lied about for over a year, letting Michael grieve a dead baby while his real son was living across town. Nelle is a monster, a sociopath. And she managed to trick Michael into falling in love with her all over again. The trauma of this discovery is going to break his brain. But you have to marvel at the sheer audacity of the plan, the absolute genius of it. Nelle survived the fall. She dragged herself out of the woods. She figured out a way to get a prosthetic mask made. She created an entire backstory, a sex worker. Why a sex worker? Because it explains why she is guarded. It explains why she doesn't have family around. It explains why she might act strange or defensive. It is the perfect shield. Anyone who questions her looks like a judgmental jerk. Look at Olivia. Olivia questioned her and Michael ripped her apart. Nelle weaponized Michael's own morality against him. Brilliant. Evil, but brilliant. And think about the physical logistics. The mask. Wearing it every day, sleeping in it, or hiding it before Michael wakes up. The makeup. The glue. The constant fear of being discovered. But Nelle thrives on fear. She thrives on the edge. She loves the game. She probably got a sick thrill every time she sat in the same room as Tracy or Michael or Christina, knowing she was fooling all of them. Knowing she was Nelle Benson, public enemy number 1, sitting comfortably in the Quartermain living room, drinking their coffee, petting their egos. So what is the endgame? What does Nelle actually want? It is Wiley. It is always Wiley. She wants her son. But she also wants to destroy Michael. She wants to take everything from him. The money, the family, his sanity. By getting him to marry Jacinda, she was probably planning to secure a legal foothold in his life. Secure access to the Quartermain fortune. And then, when the time was right, she would take the mask off. She would reveal herself. And she would watch Michael break. She would take Wiley legally and leave Michael in a padded cell. But Michael found out first. Michael found the mask, he found the belongings, and now the power dynamic has shifted. What does a Corinthos do when he finds out he is sleeping with the enemy? Does he call Dante Falconeri? Does he call the PCPD? No! That is too easy. Nelle would just run, or she would spin another lie. Michael cannot just call the cops. He has to trap her. He has to play the game. He has to beat Nelle at her own twisted psychological warfare. And this is where Michael's dark side is going to come out. He is Sonny's son. He is Carly's son. He has a ruthless streak. He is standing in that gatehouse, holding the face of his fake girlfriend, and he is going to formulate a plan. He is going to put the mask back exactly where he found it. He is going to put the letters and the trinkets back. He is going to close the drawer, and he is going to wait. He is going to pretend he knows nothing. When Jacinda walks back into that gatehouse, Michael is going to smile at her. He is going to kiss her. He is going to tell her he loves her. And he is going to know that he is kissing a piece of silicone. He is going to look into her eyes and see the monster underneath. And he is going to plot her absolute destruction. He has to make sure she cannot ever hurt Wiley again. He has to make sure she goes away forever. The tension is going to be incredible. But the fallout in Port Charles is going to be nuclear. Think about Carly. Carly hates Nelle more than anyone on Earth. Carly is currently dealing with Jason being in WSB custody. She is dealing with Valentine hiding in her attic. She is dealing with Sonny going on the warpath against Jen Sidwell. But when Carly finds out that Nelle Benson is alive and has been sleeping with Michael, Carly will drop everything. Carly will bypass the police. Carly will try to kill Nelle with her bare hands. It will be a bloodbath. And what about Christina? Christina was starting to get a crush on Jacinda. She was defending her. She was bonding with her. Christina is going to feel so betrayed. So sick to her stomach. Nelle manipulated everyone. She played on their sympathies. She played on their progressive values. She used their own goodness against them. She made them all look like fools. And Olivia gets to say, "I told you so." Olivia knew something was wrong. Her instincts were screaming at her. The Quartermain mansion has been breached. This is the ultimate soap opera twist. The mask trope. The hidden identity. but it is grounded in so much deep, dark history. Nelle and Michael have a toxic, violent, destructive past. From the gaslighting to the baby swap to the cliff fall, they are tied together by Wiley, and Nelle refused to let go. She will crawl back from the dead, put on a fake face, and sell her body just to get back into Michael's life. That is dedication. That is pure obsession. So we watch and we wait. We wait for the moment Michael confronts her. Will it be at the altar? Will he let the wedding planning continue? Will he stand up in front of the priest, in front of the whole town, and rip the mask off her face in front of everyone? Can you imagine the gasps? Can you imagine Tracy Quartermaine dropping her champagne glass? It would be the greatest wedding disaster in Port Charles history. Or will he handle it quietly in the dark? We will have to see.